That was not loud enough. Let's get a round of applause for the couple, Camille and Drake. Camille and Drake, if you know you were not loved, that was it. That was all you needed to hear. So we're going to start the night off. First of all, on behalf of the family here at the front, I would like to say thank you so much for coming tonight. They're going to open up the floor for some toast, for everybody to say some kind words. But obviously we have to start with the man with the plan, the father of the bride. So y'all give it up for Mr. Bexley.
Well, we made it. Isn't it wonderful to finally arrive at this occasion? Richard, Jill, thank you for this beautiful gathering. Camille, Drake, Alan, indeed a special couple. Drake, I've really enjoyed our relationship. I look forward to years ahead. So you're a mature and talented young man with tremendous potential. And a mighty good dog fan, as we heard you too. Camille, I've known you so far. Always maturity and perseverance, just exceptional. I love you. I try to love. I wish the two of y'all are beyond thrilled for you. Pray God's blessings for your marriage.
All right, up next, we have the woman who gave all the good looks to Camille, Miss Weezy McGuire.
Well, I've called the theme of the weekend come hell or high water. And I really appreciate everybody going through that to come tonight. It means a lot to all of us. And I want to thank the Benekes for such a lovely evening. And I also want to thank y'all for the way you've embraced Camille, you made her part of your clan. It's meant the world to me. But anyway, Camille came into this world a great joy to me. I may not be able to get my toast right but she just has been, she was so beautiful and this beautiful little China doll baby, and I just couldn't believe how lucky I was to be her mom. And she was just so easy, and she slept through the night at 3 weeks. I can't even tell you, but that low maintenance ended at about age 3. It's been kind of rising ever since. But she's just been such a great joy, and I've had so much fun with her over the years. You know, she loves fashion, that's her thing. Well, that started at a very young age. She would go to the playground, and I remember Dixon Stone's mother saying, you know, I would let Camille pick out her outfits. And so it might be a boa and some plastic high heels from Walmart, and some Mary Kate Ashley jeans and a bathing suit top. And I remember Dixon Stone's mother saying, you know, everything Camille has doesn't match, but boy, she makes it work. That was at 4 years old, so I'm glad. I know. But she's been nothing but a joy, and she kept all the boys that would come in her yard every day and try to kick her out of her own yard. She got them straight, and they learned real quick she was one of the bosses. And then the first time I met Drake, he had just come to Ole Miss, and Dixon brought him over to where it was late, they were gathering, and I just loved Drake instantly upon meeting him. And then, I guess a couple of years later, or maybe a year and a half later, when he asked Camille out, I was so thrilled. I said, I really like that guy. And my love for him has just grown more and more. I love the way he treats my girl, but I love the kind of person he is. And I'm so glad that I get to be a special part of y'all's life and be with y'all. And I can't remember what else I was going to say. But I want to say, let your love always be stronger than your anger. And remember that kindness is a strength. just love y'all dearly. I love all the Benekes. Y'all have been nothing but wonderful to all of us, and we love you.
Richard said that I was going to have to say a few words, and I hadn't written anything down. So, as the philosopher, I'm supposed to say moderation and curiosity are the keys to success. Is that correct?
That's right. That's right.
And, you know, if you look around, we're really in kind of a cool place. And art is a very interesting situation. So what we're looking at right now is a nice, clean palette. And life is really kind of how you make art. So you look at yourself at 5 years, you look at yourself at 10 years, you look at what you're painting. And that painting changes through those time frames. So what you want to do, Camille and Drake, is take each one of those small paintings and make your album out of that. When you get to be an old guy like me, you open that up and you say, you know, that was really a lot of fun. I remember that. But you painted the picture. And what you two do is you raise each other's bar. And that's been the fun thing for me to be able to see what y'all have done now. And I can't wait to see what happens over the next 15, 20, 30, 40 years. Congratulations on this. It's a blast for me to be here. I can't wait to see what happens. Thank you so much.
Good evening, and thank you all very much for being here. You're all treasure trove to me. Oh, I can get through this. Whoa. So, I can remember the first time Camille came to the house, and everybody was like, she's a keeper, she's a keeper. Journey to the airport, and he's not in the car because he was still playing games in his room. They're a lovely, lovely couple. I never say anything at my kids' wedding, but I decided I would tonight. You are the best, the loveliest, as all my children are.
and you're all great guys. I've been with you. I know you're upside and a little bit about your downside. And the last thing I'd like to say is I want Father Andrews to say a special prayer for you guys to make sure that y'all stay safe. It's not the best weather conditions out here. And Father Andrews, thank you so much for everything that you've done.
All right. First come who wants it. All right. Introduce yourself. Keep going.
I'm Everett, Camille's eldest brother, and I'd like to tell you all a little bit of my family history. It won't take long. It begins with my grandmothers who are not able to be here tonight. There are 3 women in the world who I am terrified of. My grandmothers are 2 of them. If you've met them, you're probably terrified too, and amused. And to the men in my family, I love you, but this is not about you. We've been overrun. The history of this family is a history of its women. Combined, my grandmothers are always the best dressed and most confident people in the room, and they let you know it right away. My mother falls into this category too, but she's a little softer and much less scary and not always as well dressed. Like I said, there are 3 women who terrify me. Grandmother, and then the most terrifying, Camille. So I'd like to think of tonight as not just a celebration of Camille and Drake, but as a passing of the torch. In the grand lineage of this family's women, there is now a new queen who will one day start a family of her own and continue that tradition. Tonight, you, Camille, are the most confident and beautiful woman in the room. Your grandmother taught you well, and you're also the most terrifying. This isn't a slight. To be terrified is to be excited. Beauty is terrifying. Strength is terrifying. Drake, I hope you're terrified. You should be. In the most wonderful and love-struck way. I never really worried about Camille in terms of the man that she would end up with. I worried more about the man that she would end up with. And if he could keep up with her. All I ever wanted for my sister was a husband who respected her strength rather than a husband who was threatened by it. I get the feeling, Drake, that you've been taught well. No offense to your brothers or your father, but the Beneke family is also a family run by women. Your mother, your sisters, all the women in your family are beautiful and strong and a little terrifying. In that same wonderful way. And like Camille, I get the sense that they're also soft and sensitive and loving. Camille is one of the most caring people I know. Drake, Camille will take care of you. and I know you will take care of her. And that's what a marriage is. Like my grandmothers, I am a tough critic. And I only expect the best for my sister. Nothing else will do. Congratulations, Drake. You will do. I think I speak for both of my grandmothers when I say that I not only approve of this union, I am thrilled by it. So I'd like to propose a toast to Camille and Drake, but also to my grandmothers and my mother and Drake's mother and his sisters. And I'd like to propose a toast to all of our family histories and the women who define them. Because that's what tonight really is about. It's about our families and the continuation of the tradition that our families have started. This is the passing of the torch, the writing of the new chapter. Cheers to the transition.
All right. I was instructed by the strong Jill Beneke to come over here to the eldest child, Sonny.
Right on. Sorry. Terrified, so I'll obey. Hold on 1 second. Let me get my reference material out. So I'm Sonny, I'm the oldest brother. So anyways, Drake Camille, happy wedding weekend. Super excited we're here. We got a 30-year ice storm here as well. So, we will always remember this weekend. So really excited to be a part of it and, excited. So I'm gonna try to keep this relatively brief, but I want to start with a couple memories of Drake. So one of my favorite memories of Drake, and this is right as the time, so we're in Michigan. We're going through a Kmart. Not a whole lot of people up there. And, Drake's pretty young. He's got this sandy blonde, kind of like bowl cut, wavy hair. And, all of a sudden there's like a girl, and he's like probably like 12 or 13. And these girls start following us in the store. And, we get ready to leave, and all of them, we're like, this is kind of weird, all these young women following us around, and so anyways, as we leave, I heard one of them say, "Is that Justin Bieber?" So it was a lot of fun, and Drake, you had a little bit of resemblance to the Biebs. Also, we had a fantastic time on the bachelor party, but I'm not going to go into those details. It was a lot of fun. Right, guys. But one of my favorite memories of Drake is, and if you know Drake, you know about this, is the Drake calls. Okay? So, you can, okay. Now here's Drake. All right. Hey, Drake, what's going on? Guess what? I have no idea, Drake. And anyways, he went on to tell me about meeting Camille, and I'll never forget, just how excited he was, and how, he had met this beautiful girl who meant a lot to him, and he was dating her, and I never heard, Drake be that excited on the phone, and I was like, wow, I can't wait to meet this person. And Camille, you were everything and more than what I was expecting. So really excited that you're going to be part of the family, and it's a moment I'll never forget. And just to kind of close, this has been a unique, unbelievable, scary, terrifying year. There's been a lot of things that have gone wrong. And I would just say, think about this year. Don't think about things that, don't think of it as something you struggled through. Think about the year as something you overcame and you powered through. And, you know, this was, you know, a moment where you guys, you know, there's nothing that can defeat you now. You've conquered so many things this year, and you're going to be better for it, and just use it as a strength. So, I'm really excited to have you as a sister, and Drake, love you, man. So here's to Drake and Camille.
All right. Excuse me, Lord have mercy. Next is the man who introduced Camille and Drake, Mr. Dixon Stone.
The Benekes, thank y'all for tonight. We really appreciate the wires. Mr. Bill, thank y'all so much. We really appreciate it. It's been wonderful. Is everybody enjoying their meal tonight? Is everybody having a good time? The dessert was pretty good, I thought mine was pretty good. The steak was good, or the fish. Was it good? I need some response. Was it pretty good? Well, y'all wouldn't have had it without me. Drake, Camille, I love y'all so much. Y'all bring out the best in each other. Y'all balance each other out. I love y'all so much, and I can't wait for all the years to come and all the memories to come. Toast to Drake and Camille. Who wants it next?
Hey,
I also have to get my reference material up. Everyone else has been fantastic public speakers. I'm stand up. Thank you. I'm really disappointed about how I'm on. All right, y'all. So, like I said, everyone else was fantastic speakers, public speakers. For me, I didn't prepare. You know me, I'm always prepared, so I have notes down. Thank you, Dixon. All right, so if you don't know me, I am Drake's older sister, and happy to be here. So Drake, let's start off there. Love you. You really are a fantastic brother. And you know, like I mentioned earlier, you've always been the one sibling I can count on to call regularly and often, and I love it. And honestly, it really is incredible. You are the one person in my life that is not my mom that calls regularly and just asks Ashley, how are you? What's going on? And yeah, you do go on rants a lot of the time. Tell me what's going on with the Fox Radio Network. But at the same time, you call and you talk to me, and I love that. There's something special to be said about that. You know, and it means, it really does mean so much. And I see how much you care about the meal. And I know you're going to make her so happy. And you're going to be a fantastic husband. But what you need to do is let her pick out your outfits. Camille, when we first met at the beach, I can remember my first impressions of you. First off, I was like, well, damn, that girl makes my brother so happy. But then I was also like, she's also probably the most beautiful human being I've ever seen in my life. So it was a great combo, and also you're fantastic, which I later found out, but at the moment, your first impressions, Drake is so happy, and you're just a gorgeous human being. And you know what? I love you, and I'm so excited to officially make you my sister. You're fantastic. And I thought about doing this and not doing this, but I'm going to do it because Camille, she kind of recreated an Ariana Grande song for me at my rehearsal dinner. So I had to recreate one for her, and I'm an atrocious singer, so I'm not going to sing it, I'm going to speak the lyrics to y'all. It's to thank you next. So just get ready. So, all right.
Order.
Okay. Had a great trip to Holland, and it wasn't to last. Had some thoughts about New York. Now I listen and laugh. Thought you'd end up in DC, but guess what? You're back in Jackson. Thank you. Can't wait to see what you do next.
Drake Beneke. Man, I wouldn't think I'd be standing right here right now. I don't know what to say. I really don't. But Drake, I've been that guy since We've been second, third grade. We were playing football on the backyard, my mama's field. I mean, it wouldn't even call it a field. But we had fun. Man, I wouldn't trade them days with Drake Beneke. We'd fight over who was the team, who we wanted to play with who. It was always ended up being me and Drake on the team versus West Wells and whoever it was, but David Simmons. And it was always, it was always a fight. But me and Drake was always on the same team. We wouldn't trade nothing. But man, I love that guy. I wouldn't trade anything ever. I don't know what to say right now. I'm put on the spot. I really don't know what to say. But all I know is that Camille and Drake Beneke, there's never been two more perfect people than me. And I wish them the best.
Alright, in case I wasn't scared enough, this microphone makes it a lot worse. And I am not Everett. I'm better read off my phone. I'm just glad I didn't have to come right behind Everett. Alright, Millie, you have been my best friend and family for as long as I can remember. We grew up together in all senses of the phrase. We shared our hardest times in our lives, our best. 2 cheer squads, one just because we liked the uniforms. Most milestones and birthdays, and definitely shared our first hangovers. I wouldn't be who I am today without you, and I know I wouldn't have laughed as much as I have. I'm so proud of the person you've become, and so happy you've become your person. I hope your whole marriage is filled with all the love and laughs that you filled my life with. And if a pandemic and snowstorm is not keeping you two apart, then you two are set for life.
There you go.
Hey y'all, I'm Ellie and I'm the Girls Maid of Honor. Really excited to be here celebrating with everyone tonight. A big thank you to the Benekes. Tonight's dinner has been fantastic, seriously, and awesome. So a little bit about Camille and I's friendship. We met about 18 years ago when my family moved next door to Camille's. My dad said that he'll never forget the day we moved in, there was a little girl standing on our front screening porch about this far away from the screen, just watching us move every single box in, trying to scope out who was moving in next door. Well, long story short, we met later that day, became friends instantly, and very soon later like family. Camille and her family have always been there for me, and Drake will always be there for you too. And I know you know that. They're just really, really wonderful people. And they've done a lot for me over the years. I really appreciate it. And I definitely wouldn't be the same person if you had never been looking out at the screen when we moved in. But you know how much I love you. You're like a sister to me. And Drake, you're such an awesome boss. And what y'all have together is so special. And I can't wait to see it.
You're lucky, mother. You're lucky.
Yeah. And I can't wait to see it
Hold that back.
tomorrow.
Yeah, you're so lucky.
All right, any more takers? Oh, a lot, so we got a lot of people that love y'all. I give it to Lady first.
Hello, everyone. So, me and Camille go way back, from becoming best friends through cheer in the 9th grade to having my very first alcoholic drink and my first high school party. But through our friendship, I met Auntie, who I eventually ended up introducing to my mom, and he ended up becoming the very best thing that ended up happening to her. So I guess I can say through that Camille ended up being one of the best things that happened to me. Your family has accepted us with open arms,
and I'm here to say for me, Madison, and my mom, who are not here tonight, that we are so very thankful, and we love you guys. I love you so much. I'm so happy for you, and I'm so grateful to be here. And I wish you guys the best. And thank you. I love you.
Hey guys, thank you, Allie. How you doing? I'm happy to be here. I'm a childhood friend of Drake's. My name's Adam Stovall. I had the privilege of growing up in the Beneke house. Thank you, best man. But I always loved going to the Beneke house, playing football in the front yard, and having to take my shoes off before I got in the house. Miss Jill, I know that was your idea. That was awesome. I always respected that. But this guy right here is one of the most interesting men in the world. He calls me once a month, if not twice. I think last month he said he was going to dig up the Zodiac Killer. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, but he cares, and he's genuine. And I had the privilege of remaining my relationship with this guy in college, and I love him. Camille, you are this guy's labor. Take that.
Boy, Charles Graham.
So mine's a little short and sweet, but Drake and Camille, this is the first wedding out of all my siblings I've ever talked to. And so mine's pretty brief, but I want to start off by saying everybody messes with their older brother. If you've been around me and Drake ever, Harrison, our family, from all over the place, I tend to mess with Drake a little bit too much. But the one day I knew that Camille was a keeper was when I kept on messing with Drake, and I'm getting chewed out by my mom. Dad's telling me to, Charles, relax. And Camille just starts dying out laughing, and I was like, that's the first laugh I've gotten in a while from somebody messing with Drake. But other than that, guys, I love y'all. I enjoyed living with y'all this summer, and I wish y'all nothing but the best.
My name is Anna Graves. I'm one of Camille's good friends, best friends. I always tell people, they ask me who I'm on the phone with or on text most times, Camille, but I'll say that's my best friend, and I'm like, oh, well, not really. She's kind of like my sister. Camille and I have known each other for a very long time. She and I met in summer before we went into kindergarten at the Big Spire Country Club, and we got put in the same kindergarten class, and ever since then, she and I have kind of been stuck like glue. She is like a sister to me. She and all her family have been very close to me my entire life, and I hold them very close to my heart. I love all of y'all. Camille and I were roommates at Ole Miss when she and Drake met. And I liked Drake from the start. Drake is he's very interesting to me. I've always been totally captivated by him from the moment that we met. And then I went up and stayed with him in Washington when they were in Washington, D.C., and that was amazing. And I just love both of them very much. And I could agree, but I love them, and I love them as a couple, and I love everyone to be together now, and I just am very happy to be here, so thank you all.
All right, I see you. I was coming right for you.
Hey everybody, I'm Grace. I'm another one of Camille's childhood friends, and our families go way back, and if you haven't realized, there's a trend. She's a beautiful and strong woman. And sorry, I'm gonna get emotional, but growing up, we grew up in the same neighborhood as along with a few other people that have already spoken. And we met up every single day after school, and we would knock on everybody's doors and go around and round everybody up. And as Miss Weezy said, or Everett said earlier, she bossed around all the boys. And her family's always been so welcoming and just made it okay for us to be strong women. And I can't express how much that means to me. And we haven't always been the closest, but we reconnected in college, and that's when I was able to get to know Drake a little bit, and he's a great guy, and I couldn't be happier for him. I'm so glad that we've gotten to experience so many chapters of life together, and I'm so excited to see this new chapter of your life with Drake, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Cheers.
Any entertainers tonight?
Hello, I'm Camille's Uncle Hampton, and I just want to say to both of you, Camille and Drake, that how amazed I am that you've endured as long as you have. You know, it's amazing that that they dated as long as they have. They endured with Camille moving to Starkville, which in its own self was just a terrible thing for the Dane family. But they burned the roads up to Starkville. Camille and Drake both pursued their career. Camille even moved to Tuscaloosa for a little while. But it's amazing to me that you both have persevered a pandemic, 2 ice storms, 2 50-year ice storms. They both had their own names, so they both came through Jackson back to back. But you have both endured what friends of mine could not endure and stay married. So the beginning of your marriage is enduring, and all these people who are here to be able to celebrate that tomorrow is a treasure. And great. Welcome to the Thames family and to the Bexley family. And I welcome you and also wish you both the best tomorrow. Thank you.
All right, last call. Any other words?
Last call. Sleep Thames.
All right, good.
Hey, my name is Lee Thames.
Hey, Lee.
And Camille is my niece, and I watched her grow to the fabulous woman that she is. And one day, she brought Drake around to my house, and I had the pleasure to meet Drake as well. I have currently lived in the house where Camille grew up, and you hear all of that great stories. And we've had the opportunity, Camille and Drake and I, to sit on the front porch where I like to hold court, and also on the back patio and visit. And they're both very fine people. Well, I knew that about Camille, obviously. But I've gotten to know Drake, and I think he's a fine young man, and I'm thrilled that he is going to be a part of our family, and I love his family, and everything's special. And howdy, Ty.
Yes, sir.
Camille was one of my honorary bridesmaids. I started off as her dear friend growing up. I'm 12 years her elder, but she and her 2 brothers were dear friends of mine, and they were friends with my brother, and they were all part of introducing myself to my husband, who just spoke a minute ago. So Camille was part of the mastermind of introducing us, and she is a dearest friend of mine, and I just wanted to wish her a happy marriage. And when she brought Drake over to our house for the very first time, we fell in love and just wanted to wish y'all a happy wedding marriage. And we love y'all. And welcome to the Taines family, the Bexleys, we love you all. And the Benekes, we love you. And the Guires, we're just one all big happy family. Merry, merry, and happy wedding weekend to Camille and Drake.
We got some people I heard back here first. We're gonna change the room a little bit.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is Holly Von Hoffman, and I am part of the very top of the list of Beneke's children.
She's a three-star general.
This is what I asked you about Jill Beneke.
That's we're going.
It's awesome. But I want to say that for all of you all that don't realize, if the entire normal traveling crew of Beneke's were here, the whole rest of this entire room would be filled up with the tables. Richard Beneke is one of 6 Benekes, and they love nothing more than celebrating family and being together. And there's Drake Camille. They're amazing. So I'm just going to say a little something on behalf of all the people that couldn't be here because of weather and COVID and all that. So for Aunt Barbara and Uncle Rick and Aunt Daphne and Uncle Buster and Jennifer and all of their babies and all of your sisters that are here, your brother Timmy's here, and all those cousins, you know how much we love you, Jake, and how much we're proud of you, and how happy we are that this family just continues to grow to me and perfectly. And so on behalf of all of those people that aren't here, you know how much they love you and how much they wish you could be here. And we're so happy for you. You're
Gotta grab my notes real quick here. All right. So good evening, everyone. I'm Jackson. I'm Drake's brother-in-law. So everyone knows Drake, and everyone knows that Drake likes to tell a story. I think one of the other speeches here kind of hinted on that fact, may have exposed it a little bit, so I won't touch on that too much. But the point I want to make about Drake's stories is that, Drake and Camille, y'all's marriage is a story to tell. It's a story worth telling. Y'all fought a pandemic. Y'all fought ice storms. Y'all fought venue cancellations. And Lord knows what else. I think I even heard a rumor that we had to order porta potties just to make the rehearsal dinner happen. The commitment that y'all shown to each other through all of this, from Jackson to Tuscaloosa to DC and back to Jackson again, shows y'all go far together. I mean, that truly is a story worth telling. Drake, it's been a pleasure getting to know you throughout the years. You're curious about the world, and that's something that I just noticed you love sharing that curiosity about the world with everybody. That's where the stories come from, and that's something I really appreciate about you. Camille, speaking from experience, you picked the right family. These are some great in-laws, and you've also picked a pretty quality man as a husband. It's been delightful getting to know you as well. And I'm really excited to see how y'all grow up together, the trials y'all overcome, and future stories y'all will be able to tell together. Camille, I really wish you all the best in being able to pick out Drake's outfits in the future. And all the best to both of you, Drake and Camille.
Love you, Drake.
I already have a just a few minutes for a few more toasts, if anybody wants anything else to say. Which one?
Hey, hold up.
No, you're good. Cheers to that! Thank y'all on behalf of the bride and groom and their family, thank y'all so much for coming tonight. This is just the second phase of activities for the weekend. Let's give a round of applause for the Benekes and their hospitality tonight.